Oh, I'm feeling so high. She said she's scared of falling, but you might just fly. 'Cause we be on the top floor. Oh, we feeling so high. Don't be afraid of falling, 'cause you know we gon' fly. Oh, we feeling so high. She said she's scared of falling, but you might just fly. 'Cause we be on the top floor. Oh, we feeling so high. Don't be afraid of falling, 'cause you know we gon' fly.
Okay, let's get serious. Now, I was gonna do a continuation from that one video, but that lady is just so far gone. And if you need more proof on someone that didn't have parents and don't believe children need, discipline, that's up to you. Moving on to the reason why majority of women now are losing. It's because you listen to older women that lost. If you're gonna learn how to win, you should learn from somebody that won. I would like to bring my boy back, the OG, and let him do what he does best. Let women talk themselves into a circle.
Women who say they know better, but they still want to tell you, now that's all not all the same. And we need to figure out every snowflake. Man, do you look at these women's faces when you're talking? They're looking at you the same way. You're not getting it.
No, I know what you mean, but you know what I mean. I know what you mean, but I don't know if you know what I mean.
No, I don't. No.
This is the problem with modern relationships. The older cousins, the aunties, the women who have made the mistakes aren't humble enough to remove themselves from the story. Whatever happened, tell the women, tell these young women what they should do. How about that? I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna step back. You tell them what they should do.
I don't know what I should do because I don't have my stuff together, but I will be honest and say that my mom, she's amazing and smart.
No, ma'am. I only ask you one thing: to tell these young women what they should do.
To live their life, to be happy.
Tell them how to do that.
Pardon me?
Tell them how to do that.
By just living off what you feel. I would like to say, but really not.
But the first thing she said is, "I can't tell you how to do that." But she's still trying to overtalk me and still wanting to be heard. And then when I let you talk, she's got nothing for you. Just go on how you feel. That's what got you where you are. That's got me where I am. That's what I mean. This is the problem, young ladies. I want you guys to see this is not necessarily a black thing. This is the modern woman thing. You got two young women who are trying to learn, and you should be able to tell them something different. So this is why I say all you got is me. So you got to put up with my tone, because at least I'm trying to tell you something. I come with facts, data, statistics. I don't come with this bullshit that most women are coming with. Well, shit just happens. Live life. At least I give you something that you can research to think about. The women failed you guys, not the men.
The woman failed us and not the men.
You women failed these young women. Yes. I'll ask you again. Tell these women who are 10 to 16 years younger than you what they should do to get a different outcome than you.
I would say just think before you speak, because I really don't sometimes, and do what makes you happy, because this is only one life, and that's all I gotta say. And like I was saying before, that my mom taught me, and I never listened or thought about it till it panned out in my life. She was like you need to pick your battles. You know what I mean? Like, you know how when people get you mad and get you upset, and if
She openly says, "My mom gave me good advice, but I ain't listened to that."
pick and bitch and complain about every single thing, like, you're just gonna fuck shit up. You know what I mean? Like, mess stuff up. You know what I mean? And she was like, sometimes, like, you ain't going nowhere, and you love this man, and what.
When you're an older woman and you have to keep saying it's like, you sure you're the older one?
Like, you need to calm down and relax and not mess it up, because you're not going anywhere, because you love him and you're not going anywhere. But I'm not saying like, hey, like disrespect me, but she was saying that to me, and I never understood it till I got a little older.
So 21. Did that help you in any way?
Pardon me? I couldn't hear you.
I think what she's saying is just try not. A lot of women are impulsive, and I feel like she's saying to not be so impulsive. It's to actually think through your decisions before you actually make them, and try.
Why is the younger woman sound intelligent? Use words instead of like. You ought to be embarrassed of yourself, older women. You really should.
Involved.
Is that what you? Okay.
I tried to dissect a little bit of some.
I feel like I'm that's reading your facial expressions, and it's not making any sense. It's not connecting. And again, the whole thing about do what makes you happy is the problem. Happiness is short term, ma'am. What makes you happy is what children do. It's time to grow up. You need to do what's right. Do what's practical, like grown-ups. Stop. Right. I let you speak. Get out of this. I need to do what makes me happy and live my own life. This ethereal, liberal bullshit. You only got one way around it. That is amazingly short-sighted and selfish. So you can say that and then turn around and say that your mother told you something, but the end of the day, you did what your ass wanted to do because it's all about you. And that's the problem with today's women.
That is so true.
Everybody but them.
Like, we don't want to hear that, but you're telling the truth.
Yeah, have a good one.
No need to say.
She ends with, yeah, we all know we're fucking up. We know we're giving bad advice. We don't want to hear it though. So you know you're openly ruining other women in their minds. Okay. Like Killmonger said, that's your king. Those are your kings. This fucking world.
Your money in there.
It's true.
And the problem is, y'all are on the front line fighting. Because you're strong and can travel and this and that, and y'all are unprotected. And you're always complaining, you're so unprotected. You're unprotected because you cannot work under us. You don't trust us to lead you. But you'll go spend your money in that institution to get that degree. You'll go spend money over here. You'll trust the job, but you don't trust the one thing that's always been your protection: your man. Every other race of women, when the chips are down, lines up with their man. Black women, you get away from. Until we start having these conversations about the right man, the right man is the one that looks like you with a nose as big as yours, the one that tells you to sit your ass down. We ain't partners. You belong to me. The kids belong to you. I belong to God. We report up. Get in line or get the fuck out. Every other race of women seems to understand that. Up. Get in line or get the fuck out. The right man is the one that looks like you with a nose as big as yours, the one that tells you to sit your ass down. We ain't partners. You belong to me. The kids belong to you. I belong to God. We report up. Get in line or get the fuck out. Every other race of women seems to understand that.
Why am I not married? I am not married.
Hold on, shall I put the danger zone sound in there right quick?
Danger zone!
That's not necessary. They're gonna.
This woman, very attractive. So it's not because she's not attractive.
Go crazy. Honestly, I have never prioritized marriage in my mind. I grew up as an only child to a single mother, and we were middle class.
I make that face because I grew up as an only child.
Oh, okay.
And my best friend. So, have you studied only child syndrome?
I have. We're like, what is it? The oldest on steroids.
Yeah.
We're very mature.
Yep.
I grew up around my mother's friends, so I was always like a little adult.
Yeah,
growing up.
So you never prioritize marriage. Do you ever want to get married?
If it's in the cards, sure.
Now I gotta be honest. This is where the conversation just starts. What do you mean if it's in the cards? Do you want kids?
I feel the same way about it. I think having children is a huge responsibility. I don't take it lightly, especially with the mother I had. She's absolutely amazing.
A huge responsibility. It's the reason the Most High allows you to breathe. I mean, it's not the only reason, but there's nothing a woman's gonna do that's greater than that. I don't care about your job, your career. You can make as much money as you want. Making one human being is way better than that. You just don't know, because you're an idiot.
So I feel like if I'm not ready for that mentally, spiritually, emotionally, everyly, I'm not gonna go there.
So let's
especially
say,
children. To me, that's even the bigger deal.
So
You
let's-
can't get out of that.
so let's say your business becomes the mega success you've always dreamed it would be. Your financial needs are met. There's no way you can mess up the money. Then what does life look like?
Oh, traveling, speaking. I would love to speak to young people, help young girls, philanthropy.
What the fuck is everybody wanting to get rich for again? To talk to people and travel? You could do that broke!
And yeah.
Travel.
Honestly, I've always just felt like Mr. Right and I will meet some.
If he asks me, if you were financially stable where you knew you didn't have to worry about money ever again, what's life look like? Traveling and buying a lot of shit, property, land, building a legacy, making sure my family has multiple places to fucking live and do whatever they want and never work for anyone ever again. I'm gonna visit places and talk to people. What? You can do that with a husband. You don't need to get rich for that.
Way. It's never been something that I'm constantly thinking about. And my family, at least my mother's side of the family, they don't pressure me to do that either. My father's side, I have a whole other story.
Well, I don't think
wonder
there is
why.
a Mr. Right. There's not.
Put danger zone, because that's not good.
Well, Mr. Right, where did that concept come from?
Probably the media and TV and movies, but
No, the greeting card industry and things like that. That's what's just engagement. Mr. Right, back 1,000 years ago, where your people are from, was it a Mr. Right? No.
probably not.
No. See,
Those were different times, though.
no, we're still human beings, though. You just said being a mother is a very serious thing.
Correct.
So would being married be a very serious thing too?
I would love to be married before I have a child, for sure. It's just, I do.
You see how she didn't answer the question? Don't you think marriage is serious? I want to be married before I have a kid. No, she doesn't think marriage is serious.
I believe it's an important thing. I do believe it's something that will happen with me eventually, but I'm not going out there seeking.
Now, what I'm asking is not necessarily always about you. I'm just thinking about your ideas on it in general too.
Okay.
See, I think you get it when you said being a mother is a very serious thing. True.
Welcome to season 1 of The Search, where we look for the internet's next viral sensation and...
But I also think being a husband is a serious thing as well. And why did I say it that way? Because just like a successful business doesn't just happen, successful relationships don't just happen. But it never ceases to amaze me and other men that women who are so accomplished in the professional areas seem to be so hands-off in romance.
I don't think every woman feels the way I do. But what I've read is a lot of women are not seeking relationships because men, there's not...
Because you get dick and some more dick. And the guys you pass up over because they're not rich, or he doesn't have the six-pack, or he's not tall enough, you pass those good guys by. And you get dick from all the uppity up guys. And then when they're done, trashing you, you wake up after 20, 15 years of this and go, I don't want to date anymore. I just want to spend time on me. Yeah, sure. Sure you do. Every woman wants to be alone in the fucking middle of their life. At the hardest time in their life. Yeah, sure. Sure, you're right.
that many men that meet what they're looking for, which I know you speak about often, but not just in terms of earning, but personality, communication skills, being supportive. Those are the kind of traits I actually look for in a partner, even more than financial. Like, I grew up in Miami where everyone either has money or pretends to have money or everything in between. So finances to me are not the bulk of what's going to make me be in a relationship with
So
someone.
why ain't you married yet?
Women aren't finding. See, and growing up, I heard this so much that men aren't up to par. I mean,
the research says there's a lot of men jail or.
this is where we're gonna fall off because I grew up with this old trope, especially in the black community. 54% of black men today are single and childless. 61% of those black men are in the middle class. 2.5 million black men are in the upper class. Men are doing fine, doing better than ever. So the men are in jail and thus and so forth. The stats have overwhelmingly disproved this. But to men it's disheartening and kind of frustrating that women still hold on to that as a reason why I can't find him because he's not there. That's what my show has proved.
Of course.
Well, my show has shown that many women say they want this high value man, and it's not just money. It's a man that's highly sought after. But the thing is, would you say that the women you're talking about, are they what they seek?
I can't speak for everyone, but personally, based off of what I've seen you state about high value men, I think I would like a mid-value man.
I'm talking about women in general, because I'm not asking you to speak for everyone.
For everyone.
Yeah, because
Black women or just?
Well, we can talk. Well, we can do the stats either way. But when men hear that, what men will hear is that women are doing just fine, and they would get into a relationship, but they just not be able to meet men on quote unquote their level or what they seek. And what men are asking is, are you that? That's actually what made me go viral.
I saw that video.
Because what did you think about it?
Ooh. I understood what you were saying.
But
the delivery was a little intense.
Did you watch the entire 23-minute video?
I did. I watched the entire thing from beginning to end. If I was her after that, my feelings would have been hurt. But that's just me personally.
Well, if you remember that this woman is an avid watcher of mine. She's an accomplished business owner.
Oh yes, and
she could have easily booked her
grooming business.
Yeah. She could have easily purchased her own service, individual one-on-one.
Oh right, she interrupted you.
She called in on the wrong night.
Yeah.
She on the wrong time, and I find it interesting.